Welcome. So happy to be here. Welcome to the new live. Today we're going to talk about the topic of allowing yourself and others to feel. And why? Because it's essential on the self-healing journey. And if you want to understand your pain, you must feel into it. The thing here is, it doesn't necessarily mean you must go through the past, you must go through how it originated. It doesn't matter how your pain originated. It might have started in a trauma that you're very well aware of. It might have originated throughout your childhood in general. Usually, that's where we gain the majority of the programming of our mind and of our coping. Our coping mechanisms are how we cope, how we act with life, how we do life in general. And then we have some that are good, some that we want to keep, some that are sustainable. And then we have coping mechanisms where we learned how to feel pain. Coping mechanisms that allow self-punishment and bring an anxiety or depression or any form of pain into our lives and into our bodies. We need this pain. It has been created on the principle of safety, on the principle it originated in love, because fear is a polarity of love. So we did need to feel this pain. We have learned this, and today, thanks to the connectedness, the globalization, and all the news and all the maybe information available that we share between each other. So I think through this we have learned another way, or I certainly have. That's why I'm here. My name is Christina, and I'm here creating my world, and with my world inspiring you to create your world. And it's a pain-free world, because I have been feeling pain or experiencing pain since my childhood, chronic pain in form of migraines or in form of pain in the body. And today I live a very different life, and I have changed many things in order to not feel pain. And I'm teaching you how also not to feel pain in your life. And myself, I'm still learning and still getting better at it. I understand that it's a complexity and how it's connected to everything. So with wanting to achieve the relief and the pain-free life overnight, that doesn't bring us the understandings, that doesn't bring us the whole acceptance of oneself. If we really want to approach pain in a sustainable way, we must learn how to live without pain, how to not feel pain, and how to not experience through pain, how to change the programs in our mind that lead us to believe that life is painful and we must experience through pain, we learn through pain, etc., etc. Because pain helps us to realize things. Remind yourself when last you had a painful situation, something very painful, or you have had a migraine, or you have felt a lot of pain. It allows us to adjust our reality. We learn from it. We learn to say no. We learn to adjust our boundaries. But the self-healing approach, or the self-healing life, is more about understanding how I can adjust the boundaries in order for the pain to not come again. For me not to be creating pain anymore. So it's like a preventative, long-term, sustainable approach to pain that helps me to prevent myself from experiencing pain and being aware of where this pain originates from, why is it there, all its connectedness, because I myself am the only one who can understand that pain thoroughly, because I have been through the past, I have been through those experiences. But today we're talking about how to feel into pain and understand it and get that understanding from it, that teaching, get that gift that it presents, and approach it in allowing yourself to feel into it. Because what I think a pattern we have is that when we feel pain, we delve into it and we separate ourselves from it immediately. We go into the past, not only the long-term past, maybe the short-term past, and we punish and remind ourselves of what we did wrong. What we did wrong and why did that allow this to happen? Why again? Why is pain here again? But today I want to maybe introduce a new approach where you are free and you are, in terms of love, allowed, and you're allowing yourself to feel into pain without this projection and this separation from it. And it allows you to be more present, more connected to yourself, and understand why this pain is here right now. Because long term, we might have processed it, we might have understood, this is how I cope, I don't even expect to cope without pain anymore, this is where it probably originated, we have worked a lot with our childhood, we have worked on ourselves, we have been self-developing, getting to know oneself, and at a certain point, it can be a form of stagnation because we're not moving further. Yes, maybe the frequency is lower, maybe the intensity is lower, but I'm trying to move a bit so that the light isn't so bright. I moved to the center a bit more. And so we are still in that long-term habit of, oh, of course, this is how I cope, pain is here again. But if there is a dull pain in your body, concentrated somewhere, and you know it very well, you have thought about it, you know that you cope through it, you're not even maybe expecting for it to go away, because you know that it might get frustrating if you have that expectation of it going away fast. Light, bright light, shining. Okay, I'll try to cope with the light. And so from that stagnant point of view of having the pain present and having it somewhere in our lives, we can introduce and allow ourselves a new approach. And that is a fresh approach of looking at that pain as if it were there the first time, as if it has never been there before. This helps us also in emotional independence, looking at an emotion without judging it and allowing it to flow is almost, or more or less, is the same as just noticing the emotion. Wow, it's like as if it's been here for the first time. And this is the best, most efficient approach, I would say. And to pain, it's a new thing for me also. But I've channeled this for you. I've received this information so that I can share it here today with you, because it's a strong approach. To me, it makes so much sense in so many different ways. But what if you allowed yourself to look at your pain as if it were there for the first time? Because what does that do? That brings us back to the present moment. That brings us to the understanding, yeah, that pain is there for a reason. And I can understand that reason right now in this moment. Maybe previously I have understood and I have had to learn that the pain was here from my trauma, from my past, from this, and that I repetitively kept creating that pattern and supporting that pattern of pain. But today you can allow yourself this new approach. You can allow yourself to view that pain as if you don't know it, or you are aware that it's coming, but you don't identify with it, you don't define yourself with it, even in that way that you have known it. But you can approach it as if you don't know it, and it's the first time it's here, and it's your friend. It's your friend coming to remind you of something, of what you can adjust. And sometimes this adjustment might be stepping into your strength. Because where there's pain, there's no power. Your power and your strength is overcome with fear. If you are experiencing pain and you are manifesting pain into your body. So if there is pain, yes, originally it has been created through fear and love as a one polarity, but if it manifests into pain, it means you are not in your power. You can do more, not do, but you can be more. You can step into yourself, your power more. There is an area or a way. This helps if you check out the Louise Hay book about, I think it's called How to Heal Yourself. But even logically, in the short term thinking about it, wherever the pain occurs, that's what is overwhelmed with fear. So your intestines can be the how you digest life. Okay, it always represents the exact same. Or if it's in this area, in the breathing area, it's an emotional center. It's a center of just breathing through life, giving and receiving in balance. If it's the joints, it's that something we're not going forward with something. We're scared of taking the next step, literally, with our legs hurting, or joints in our legs, even our shoulders. Okay, so every part of your body represents something, obviously. And if you feel into it without all of that expectation, without all of that you've learned, but with only intuition, with only feeling in yourself, you will immediately know, of course, it makes sense. Whatever the problem or wherever the pain is hosted at that moment. But also, going back to the topic of today, is allowing yourself to feel into that pain as if it was a new story, as if it was a new day, new now, this now moment, and your understanding is here right now for a reason. Not for the reason of your ancestral line, not for the reason of your past, not for the reason of whatever you've been working on long term. But what if it's here for the reason of giving you a message right now, right today? And you allowing yourself, closing your eyes and coming back to yourself, bringing your energy back to your body and just concentrating on it. With that allowance, with that acceptance, I'm here for you. With that message, I'm here for you. Not with that message, oh, what are you doing here again? Because it is your energy. It is your energy somewhere stored in your body. So coming to visit it with that acceptance, with that invitation, You are free. It's okay. You can come and tell me why you're here. You might be surprised, because usually this is where you connect with your strength, with your power, through your seeming weakness, but it is your power telling you, hi, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me, listen to me. And it keeps coming back because it's your power. It's your essence. It's why you're here. And it doesn't know another form until you start listening, until you allow yourself to feel. And this is the long-term sustainable way, because as we go on the self-healing journey, we become more and more sensitive. We become more aware of our power, of we create our reality. And we become more aware of what is going on in our body. We feel that the migraine is arising long before it gets to that intense point. But this is a real representation of your power. Because think about it. The power is here. But you're not feeling it. You're not in your power. You're not having everything you desire. But you're wishing for it. Therefore, you're separating from yourself. And your power is there, and it's telling you, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. But you don't hear it. You're looking outside. You're comparing yourself. You're looking here and there. You're looking for the next thing. You're looking for the next food, for the next product, for the next supplement, for the next relationship. That's where the power needs to change into pain. And it needs to call you louder. And it starts calling you. Because your power is only inside you. You're not gonna find it somewhere outside. And it has to grow. The pain has to grow, because ask yourself, would you have listened to your body if it didn't hurt? Would you have done those steps acting as if you're the queen, king of your life? Would you have said, well, I'll just take a day off today because I feel I need it? Before you get sick, before the disease arises, before the pain arises. And now reflect on how many times you have done that before. Obviously, reaching that point, this is reaching that point of self-love, of self-acceptance and self-awareness. You don't allow your body to go through this anymore. You don't allow your body to go through pain or through exhaustion. There's no need for it, because you are aware of how important you are to yourself here in this life. You are aware of the fact that you must come first before the doing, before any doing. Because if you don't come first before the doing, then who's going to do the doing? If you don't take care of your energy, and if you don't recharge yourself, then you're going to burn out. And why is that burnout a surprise for us? Well, looking back into how we have been treating ourselves, it's not a surprise. It's every day committing to yourself and choosing the best for yourself. But usually we do the least for ourselves. We do the thing, well, I can do this for another person first, and then maybe when I have enough time, I'll do something for myself. But then there is never enough time to look after yourself, because you have put others in front of yourself, or you have put the life situations in front of yourself, or you have put need of money in front of yourself, or need of being important even. Because we often build something for approval. And we say things for approval and we act for approval. So when have you actually taken the first step for yourself before the pain arises, before the pain comes into your life, before the uncomfortableness? When? And allowing yourself to feel is also what then, an understanding that you feel. You're a being, you're a human being that has many ways of feeling. This is why we're here. We're here for an experience, a life experience. We came here to learn how to feel. And as soon as we feel like we're hurt by feeling, because we take value in the wrong ways, or we look for value outside where it's not, we look for self-love outside where we can't find it because it's inside us, we look for love outside, we can't find it because it's inside us, we look for valuation, acceptance outside, but it's only us who can give it to ourselves. And so by learning how to allow yourself to feel, which means I'm gonna feel before the pain arises, and I'm gonna adjust my steps accordingly. I'm gonna put myself priority so that I don't need to experience my pain. That pain no longer needs to be here. It's always available. It will always come back. As does any disease. The disease comes back. If you keep telling yourself, basically, that you don't matter right now, but you're going to maybe matter next time, tomorrow. Next time I'll do it differently. But what if it's now that you can adjust your behavior before that pain arises, before the disease slows you down, before the outside situation, accidents start happening. So you slow down before, and allowing yourself to feel that it's time to slow down, or it will expand. The needs time you spend with yourself, once you get to know yourself, will expand, because you will understand how much time you need to spend with yourself. That time that you have been using to escape yourself with any stimulation, with any addiction, with any, I need more music, I need more movies, I need more learning even. We escape ourselves even with learning. And allowing yourself to feel allows you also to allow others to feel. Because once you understand your feeling, this is what helps you understand also the pain of others. Also the fact that they need to be able to feel, and they have a right to feel and experience in different ways, and experience life in their ways, and feel in their ways, and express themselves. Yes, you can set boundaries in order what is aligned with you, how they approach you, but your task is not controlling how they act, how they behave, and adjusting their behavior. Your only task is adjusting your own and understanding how you feel, and through that understanding why you feel pain and why you have the need for pain. Why keeps pain coming in? This is the task you have here to understand. And with this you liberate yourself, you free yourself, and this allows you to free others also. It allows you to see them in a completely different light, no longer needing to trigger you, no longer needing to create any uncomfortable situations, because you understand yourself, and understanding yourself is what helps you understand others. And with pain, this comes in significantly. This comes in exactly as importantly as towards anything else. But physical pain is your power. Is your power in disguise because you haven't been listening. You haven't been listening to your body, to your mind, to your needs. And it just has to speak louder for you to listen to it. And so your task is, on the short-term level, approaching it directly. But with openness, that it has trust to speak to you. Pain won't have trust to speak to you if you approach it with pressure. Well, why are you here again? Why did you come? Why can I feel you? Why? I want to get there, and you, the pain again, are stopping me to get to where I want. But what if it's completely the opposite? What if it's the pain again and again and again, reminding you, I'm here, I'm your power, I'm here again and again. I'm gonna keep on reminding you. And you can learn to not need me, because once you step into your power, you don't need to experience pain, because you're in that power. You're in it, you're living it. You're able to go through hard and easy situations, because your power is the neutral, is allowing you to go through both polarities. Because you know you are strong enough. You can do this. You have learned, you have reached this point, experiencing everything you have experienced. But right now, you can do it. And you know, you can become self-confident. You can learn how to be here for yourself. And the pain is only the reminder, and it's going to keep coming, and you're going to need more to suppress it, if you choose to suppress it with escaping it, with stimulation, with medication, with whatever. But in the core, it's always going to be your power. It's you who manifested the pain. It's you who created the pain in your body. No one else. Only you. Therefore you, because it's from your power, therefore you have the power to step into it and understand, why is it here now, today? Not looking back, not looking, oh, probably, yeah, I understand it originated, and I'm going to keep on carrying it forward with me. But no, the relief can be instant. And as we learn to approach our pain directly, creating the space for it, now, right now, pain is calling me. This is my power. I remember it's my power. I understand it. I understand it very well. It's my power. Therefore, of course I have time for my power. Who wouldn't? I must have time for my own power. So I address it directly. What is it I need to do differently today? What is it that this power needs me to know right now? Because often we're trying to reach some other point. We're trying to reach something away from us, convinced that the pain, again repeating, that the pain is in the way of us reaching what we want. But what if it's the opposite? What if it's the opposite way, that the power holds in itself what you want? And you have the power to then ask for it. Ask for what you want. Wish for it. Dream about it. Visualize it. Because we often have even fear of doing that. Of doing the things that aren't even seen. Of doing the dreaming in our mind of what is possible for us. We're just accepting where we are now. But the power is calling you and telling you, no, you can do more, you can have more experiences, you came here for more. And this is when you allow yourself to feel into that pain. And this brings a lot of understanding about our others. And you no longer need to interfere. You no longer need to interfere with life. You no longer need to interfere with how others behave. If you give yourself the love you need, then you can share it also with others. And just step into being the queen and king of your life. This is the most important message. And every time there's pain, it holds a gift for you. Remember, remember, remember. I always say this, but I have to repeat it. There's never going to be enough times of repeating it. The pain holds the gift. And it's your choice if you open it and receive it. It's always going to be your choice. And the pain will... You either close it in your body, that gift, you close it, you close that power in your body, therefore it layers up, the pain layers up, or you start opening it, start opening the layers, because there's infinity of gifts and infinity of pain. We can choose between these polarities of what we're going to be experiencing here. Very powerful. Channel came to me today to talk about this, and I understand why, because it's a powerful message. Hope it sinks in with you. Hope you find what is here for you, because you always find what you need at that moment, that layer that you're in, that is here for you. And I'll see you in the next live. Have a nice day. Bye.